Now, no one knows exactly how many sex offenders there are in the UK, but a Conservative estimate suggests it could be many tens of thousands. Yet each year, only a handful of those are banned from travelling abroad and coming into contact with vulnerable children. At the moment, police can only restrict the movements of convicted sex offenders. But if a new law is passed, it would allow them to limit the freedom of suspected offenders. The Conservative MP, Nicola Blackwood, a member of the Home Affairs Select Committee, has told this programme she's to amend the Antisocial Behaviour Bill as part of a campaign called Childhood Lost, which she's launching tomorrow.
Going through a wooden gate, going up what is obviously a driveway towards the house.
Earlier this year, Channel 4 News accompanied the police to Kenya on the trail of a British man suspected of abusing African children.
Is there anybody in the house there?
No.
So it's just these people?
Police say it's very difficult to keep track of suspected sex offenders travelling abroad. Now, a Conservative backbencher told me she's going to amend a bill currently going through Parliament to toughen up the law.
Well, even though we have over 60,000 registered sex offenders in the United Kingdom at the moment, only an average of 5 travel bans are imposed every year. And this is because the bar that police need to jump over in order to get these bans is simply too high. An ACPO review found that actually the current law is obstructing police in getting the orders that they need to get in order to protect children from sexual exploitation.
Existing court orders can prevent convicted sex offenders from travelling overseas or coming into contact with children in this country. Under the new law, police wouldn't have to convict someone. An order would apply also to suspects, those potentially a danger to children. The poverty in countries like Kenya makes children very vulnerable. The current inadequate law in Britain makes them more vulnerable still, according to a barrister who reported on the issue for chief police officers.
It's a national shame, isn't it, that we've been exporting child abuse effectively for years?
The short answer is yes, it could be characterised as a national shame. I've described people that travel without such an order as toxic human exports, and I stand by that description, as many others have adopted it. We really should not be permitting demonstrably high-risk offenders to travel abroad to jurisdictions where children are freely available and there is little or no risk of effective law enforcement.
But it's not just children abroad who campaigners say would be protected. The law would also allow for potential offenders to be banned from certain places like schools and playgrounds in the UK. One mother from Yorkshire, who doesn't want to be named, believes the new law might have stopped her daughter being abused.
I think it would have made a massive difference, especially if they had stepped in right at the beginning, because for me the evidence was there. If they had used this new prevention order, she probably wouldn't have suffered the abuse, and other girls could have been protected.
The Tory MP Nicola Blackwood launched her campaign after a sex grooming case in her Oxford constituency. It led to 7 convictions. But she believes others who are a danger to children now will never face justice.
Well, at the moment we have over 16,500 children in the United Kingdom who are at risk of child sexual exploitation, and we need to do more to make sure that we can protect these victims and prosecute the perpetrators. At the moment, however, prosecutions are not high enough, and therefore we need to give the police the tools that they need in order to prevent these crimes in the first place. And I believe that this order is one of the tools that they need to do that.
The law change has the support of leading charities, police and lawyers. But as Parliament debates the MP's amendment, there will be many who argue that in removing a potential danger to children, a dangerous legal precedent is being set.